You know, I look at my first video and I just gotta say, wow, this is some grade A garbage. I mean, my voice is just awful. I had thumbnails on the side of the video. Most of the pics I'd use had batshit ugly resolution. Is it horrible to look at? Yes. Will I go back and fix it? No. I'm gonna use it as a reminder that I need to step my game up. So 2016 is almost over, and as divisive and polarizing as it was, everyone agrees it was atrocious. We've destroyed the power of the word racism. Everything is sexist now. And somebody who was once in a hair versus hair match at WrestleMania is now leader of the free world.
Donald Trump is in a world he is not familiar with.
Starting to look like Kanye West might actually have a shot now. Plenty of awful shit to look back on. But how about we avoid the doom and gloom, step back, and laugh at this train wreck, huh? So Carl Palladino, everybody's favorite edgy grandpa, was asked not too long ago what he would like to happen in 2017. And holy shit did he have an answer. When asked what he would like most to happen in 2017, he replied that he hoped Obama catches mad cow disease after being caught having relations with a cow and dies buried in a cow pasture. Hold on, there's more. Holy shit, there's more. When asked who he would like to see go away, he of course responds with Michelle Obama. He adds, I would like her to return to being a male and let loose in the outback of Zimbabwe, where she lives comfortably in a cave with Maxie the gorilla. What the fuck? What the fuck? Where did this come from? And what drugs are you sampling, Carl? They must be pretty good if they can make you look like you ain't slept since Walt Disney died. But this ain't even the best part. Apparently, this response was supposed to go to a couple of his friends, but instead of hitting forward and sending it to his friends, the moron sends it as his actual answer to this survey for Art Voice. You youngins enjoy your tasty memes. To me, nothing's better than the sweet, succulent meal that is real-life karmic irony. So these little insults to Barack and Michelle are out there for the world to see, and the press had a field day. Well, what does the zombie politician have to say for himself? Let's see.
Carl, first of all, a lot of people are wondering, are those really your comments that were published in Art Voice?
Yes.
And were they some sort of joke, or were you serious?
Well, as I said in the memo, a little bit of humor, old-style humor is good. And deprecating humor, yeah, it's the appropriate time. It's the appropriate time to say goodbye to a couple people who I think the country created a very divided country because they tried to bring the country someplace else other than where it wanted to be. And we witnessed, as a result, an upheaval in our middle class, in the silent majority, who said they had enough of this nonsense. They don't like the progressive movement. They don't like anything about Obama or what Obama has done. When you see the polls, just remember that a good 45% of those people are uninformed people. And it's pretty sad. You can't justify anything that he has done in education because he hasn't done anything in education, especially for our inner cities.
Okay, speaking of this information, as much as I find myself disgusted with Obama's doings, you're kind of off the mark here, Carl. If anyone's interested in what Obama has done for education overall and inner city education and tuition, then check out this PolitiFact Truthometer. They've got sources too.
And he wants us to give him a legacy. He wants us to be nice to him and not come out with some rotten humor and tell him, just what he did. Yeah, goodbye. Goodbye, Barack. Goodbye, Michelle. Oh, the woman who hated America and then stuck around for all the bennies. And then at the end, she says she's lost hope. America has no hope. It's the end. Well, Michelle, pack your bags and go over to Zimbabwe and live over there. Okay? And I just happened to pick a country.
Carl is referring to an interview with Michelle from Oprah. Yeah, Michelle Obama's pretty careful with her words here, but it's implied that while Obama's presidency was all about hope, she feels they lost hope with Donald Trump becoming president, and he's not going to handle the presidency as a grown-up. While I would agree that Trump sure does act childish, it's very stupid to have this mentality that it's all over and our hope hopes and dreams are crushed because Hillary didn't win. Jesus, he hasn't even been inaugurated yet. Let the guy fuck up first before you give up, huh? So now's a good time to make my point here. I know, the southern idiot with the opinions taking the podium again, but neener, my channel, suck my wiener. When you're ready to challenge others, or have your own ideals challenged, you have to pick the battlefield you're gonna die on. In other words, what will you stand for on not just facts or educated opinions alone, but principle as well? For me, that's free speech. Every time free speech is under attack, I'm there with the sword and shield, motherfucker. People can share insight and exchange wonderful ideas, or they can make shitty off-color jokes about the commander-in-chief. But none of them should be silenced, or punished either. See, punishment for an unpopular opinion is very real these days, and I found out that I was guilty of calling for this enforcement myself when caught in the uproar of the white genocide tweet from George Cicarello Marr. My reasoning was that he should be fired or asked to step down from Drexel University because it was unprofessional and hate speech. Well, first of all, it's the university's call whether or not they're gonna fire him. And if you look at the past tweets, I don't even think he knows what he's saying anymore because they contradict each other. He's pretty much lost in his own kill the white devil mentality that college SJWs tend to gravitate towards. I've gathered that the best way to tackle this issue is just to see what the professor has to say for himself and judge from there. And a pretty big political commentator on YouTube is pushing for that. He has a petition going to record and publish a meeting that Drexel University will have with Marr about his offensive tweets. So check that out if you're interested. So what does Carl Palladino and George Cicarello Marr have in common besides really shitty social skills? Well, they're two assholes with opinions. We can criticize what they say and chastise them for being ignorant, but you know what makes you look like a true blue, full-blown retard? Saying something like, gee, that was real mean. You're a meanie face. Fuck you, you ugly, racist, sexist, retarded piece of shit. Now you're just as stupid, and you're two monkeys flinging shit at each other. But you look at yourself and you say, no self-respecting news source would stoop to that level and do something that childish. Then the Young Turks enter stage left and proceed to shit in your mouth. Now when I say news source, I use that very loosely with the Young Turks. When you hear Young Turks, think the opinion section of a news website, and only that. Now think of BuzzFeed running that opinion section. Add clickbaity titles to that, and you got one half of the joke that is YouTube new media. Let's see what Cenk Dusher has to say about Carl Palladino, huh?
So Carl Palladino is the Donald Trump chairman in New York for the campaign. So that's who he was. He had run for governor. He was a Republican nominee in the state of New York, and he is currently a Buffalo Republican politician. So, and if you live in New York, you know the guy because he's been outrageous before, maybe not quite as outrageous as he is today. And of course, I'm progressive. He's a massive, in my opinion, idiotic right-winger, so I think he's a loon. But I bring you his resume because a legitimate, very legitimate part of the Republican Party, New York Republicans, had him as their nominee for governor. He was the chairman of the Trump campaign in the state of New York. Get a load of the outrageous comments he made to Art Voice. So I'm going to read you the first comments about Barack Obama and Valerie Jarrett. They are horrible, but I believe the ones about Michelle Obama are worse. I will read that to you second.
Wait, why are the comments on Michelle Obama worse? Look, an insult is an insult is an insult. I could call you a fat, sloppy cunt, or I could say you're useless. Which one is worse? The word that is slang for vagina and one of the most beautiful adventures in Mother Nature, but also a word that will certainly be bleeped out on television? Or the statement that suggests you're wasting your time breathing?
So he says, Obama, referring to Barack Obama, this is his wish for 2017, that Obama catches mad cow disease after being caught having relations with a Hereford. That is not a thing. Of course, he said the wrong word. He dies before his trial and is buried in a cow pasture next to Valerie Jarrett. That's one of his top advisors, who died weeks prior after being convicted of sedition and treason when a jihadi cellmate mistook her for being a nice person and decapitated her. Can you imagine if Nancy Pelosi said, oh, my wish for 2005 is that George Bush gets mad cow disease, dies, get buried in cow manure, and that his top advisor, Dick Cheney, or name him, Paul Wolfowitz, or any of those guys, Condoleezza Rice, okay, another woman, Condoleezza Rice is decapitated by a jihadi. Can you imagine if a Democratic politician said that?
What's going on over here?
So I think I have an understanding here now. Insults to women are somehow worse than insults to men. Is that what you're getting at, Chang? Favoritism based on gender? Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that sexism?
Okay, could you just share the field with the girls today, please?
I'm the girls' coach. She's the boys' coach.
Oh, okay, sorry.
That's sexist.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it kind of is.
I'm not willing to slander Chank's name and call him a sexist, though, just based on what can be perceived as rude comments on a video, however. Let's bear that in mind, huh?
Okay, we'll look for Republican officials and what they do. But Republican voters, is this who you are? And maybe it is. And then you say, okay, raise your hand. Hey, Palladino, he's my guy. Hey, he's not politically correct. He looks forward to the president and their advisors being decapitated by jihadis. Okay, then that's who you are. And let us know how dark and dismal and mean and full of hatred and fear you are. Okay, then at least we'll know better.
Believe it or not, Chank, one solitary act or characteristic does not define a person. For example, people can enjoy Chris Brown's music, but I seriously doubt all of them condone spousal abuse. Why is this such a big thing these days? Oh, that's Donald Trump. He's such a piece of shit because the newest controversial hit piece. All the people who voted for Donald Trump must all be scum too. All 59 million of them. What a disgusting outlook that is.
He said, Michelle Obama, I'd like her to return to being a male and let loose in the outback of Zimbabwe, where she lives comfortably in a cave with Maxie the gorilla. Now, if you've been following the news, you know what he's going to say next. When challenged about these outrageously racist comments, what's he going to say? I'm not a racist. Oh, no, calling the First Lady a gorilla, saying that I hope she gets released into the wilderness. That's not, where would you get the idea that that's racist? So here we go. He said afterwards, he told the Albany Times-Union, it has nothing to do with race. Yeah, calling a black person a gorilla. I don't know where people got that race idea.
Hate to break it to you, Chank, but we're all monkeys. Yeah, I'd take the most umbrage with what Carl said in this part too. If there's any sign of racism in this comment, it's here. He probably meant it as a racist sentiment, but he claims it was a joke. We can call him a racist. There's that awesome free speech thing at work there again. But if it was truly meant as a crass joke to friends, then guess what? He can say whatever he wants, and you can take it however you want. Some jokes are meant to offend, or even subvert offensive material. Here's an example of that.
Everybody has different words that offend them, different things that they hear that they get offended by. To me, the thing that offends me the most is every time that I hear the N-word. Not nigger, by the way. I mean the N-word. Literally, whenever a white lady on CNN with nice hair says the N-word, that's just white people getting away with saying nigger. That's all that is. They found a way to say nigger. N-word. It's bullshit, because when you say the N-word, you put the word nigger in the listener's head. That's what saying a word is. You say the N-word and I go, oh, she means nigger. You're making me say it in my head. Why don't you fucking say it instead and take responsibility for the shitty words you want to say?
Now, first of all, if you didn't laugh at that, then check your pulse. Rest assured, somebody will find that joke offensive. But it's not the comic's job to look at his audience and estimate whether or not to try a joke or change it because he or she thinks it might be harmful to someone's feelings. So Chank's argument really fails here.
It has nothing to do with race. That's the typical stance of the press when they can't otherwise defend the acts of the person being attacked. First of all, I've got my own set of criticism for Barack Obama and Valerie Jarrett, and I think they were far too establishment. I can criticize them all day and all night, and I have for 8 straight years. I didn't ask for terrible things to happen to them because I'm a decent human being, unlike you, Palladino.
Plane, is there a plane? Is there a plane? Where's the plane? Where's the plane? Is there a plane? Where is it? Where's the plane?
Do you have it?
Where's the plane?
We are paying.
Where's the plane? No, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah, no, but listen, if we just sit here and take it, they'd have us here until 6 in the morning, and then they'd fuck us even harder, okay? So I need to. You're a supervisor, aren't you? Where's the plane?
Sorry, I'm not going to answer your question.
No, I know because I've been here for 4 hours. Don't give me this. Where's the plane? Where's the plane?
Let's keep it legal because this is legal stuff.
Where's the plane? When did you make the decision that we weren't going to have a plane?
You know what?
When did you make that decision? Who made the decision? Who made the decision that we weren't? It's funny to you, right? It's not funny to us. Who made the decision that we weren't ever going to get a plane? Because we never had one. We never had one. Who made that decision? Who made the decision?
You're scum of the earth. So I hope you're not offended because I know that you're not politically correct. So, hey, what's good for the goose, right?
He calls them names and insults them and says, I hope you're not offended. Like it's a sick burn, bro, but the one who seems offended here is Cenk. So how does fighting stupid with stupid make your anti-PC rant work here, Cenk?
Okay, on Michelle Obama, I don't know what she's ever done to anybody.
Doesn't matter. Nobody's above comment or ridicule. Tends to keep the playing field level, Cenk.
Every rational human being knows that saying what he said about Michelle Obama is deeply, deeply racist.
You don't speak for everybody, Cenk. People are free to decide for themselves what they think of Carl's comments. Oh, here's a question. What makes your pack of mindless followers that left you king of racist any better than the Palladino supporters or Republican voters who apparently are all racist too? Nope, one cult's better than the other. My cult's true cult, right?
You're a racist prick, and everybody but your fellow racist pricks recognize that.
Right.
He says, it's about two progressive elitist ingrates who have hated their country badly and destroyed its fabric in so many respects in 8 years. So, look, you want to talk about progressive elites? No problem. Okay, that's normal political discourse. Ingrates, I know, they're a little uppity.
Whoa, Cenk, did you just call a black couple uppity? That's pretty fucking racist, bro.
That's racist!
Incontrovertibly, I know that's a word you don't understand because you're a really, really dumb person. Incontrovertibly racist. You're irredeemably racist. And if you're crying a tear for Palladino now because I called him a racist, stop being such a special snowflake. Okay, get out of your safe space where I just triggered you and realize that if you call black people gorillas, especially for no goddamn reason, that's because you're a goddamn racist.
Oh, that's cute. You think you can turn those buzzwords back on us, Cenk? That's funny, because I once remember a time where a certain someone got triggered in a safe space.
We're against Saudi Arabia, you dumbass! We talk about that all the time! Oh, really? We talk about that all the time! You don't know shit! What do you think, the lizard people are in charge? Is that what you think? Now you're pissed. Is that what you think? You're the anti-liberal and you're pissed. Bullshit! We're being nice here.
You just want attention.
I care about the American people. Good. You're the one flipping out. Anybody heard anything about it? I'm not going. Everybody get the fuck off my stage! Get the fuck off my stage!
Kinda sounds like you're one triggered hypocrite, but hey, what do I know? I'm just some dumb redneck. Well, that'll be all for this year, people. I'll see you in 2017 with the new adventures in idiocy await. It's gonna be great. Fucking kill me now.
Of course! I pretend and make excuses for 8 straight years. Of course! Okay? If you don't like my answer, well, it is what it is.